Better? Can you actually hear me, or I don't know. Where can I put you guys so you can still be listening? Is that better at all? Okay. So tell me what it sounds like with you being in the cup. Okay, give me one sec, guys. There we go. Okay. I was actually going to work on a dream catcher. I wasn't too sure who was all going to be here, but I'm back. Like always, didn't do a video yesterday because I was hanging out with some friends I hadn't seen in a very long time. So that was a really cool, chill evening that I had. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So, who is all here? I see we have 3 people here. Would like to say hello. Let me put this stuff away one second. No, I'm working on a bunch of dream catchers. I'm working on a red, white, and blue one actually. That I did yesterday. I started. I was going to work on that today, but I didn't really find the energy to do it, so I decided I'll do it tomorrow. You know, I try not to do this every day because it does get monotonous after a while. So here's the coffee. Here's to a wonderful evening, and thanks for showing up to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the videos for people that it may resonate with, or somebody that might benefit from knowing about the channel, to be able to get, you know, their spiritual guidance from their guides, and spiritual connection going for themselves into their higher self, whichever they want their belief to be. Then I don't say anything. As far as you want to believe in whatever works for you, then do that. You feel free. You don't have to feel obligated to follow the way that I do my beliefs. I have different traditions. I have different set of guidelines for me, right? So don't ever feel like you're obligated to have to take this advice. This is just general advice for people to better understand their path and what they're, you know, where they're going, right? So it's like having that roadmap for when you're taking that long journey. You want to have a roadmap to be able to say, oh, watch out for this, or, you know, watch out for this. There's a curve in the road. You know, the road never goes straight. We'll never have a straight road, straight to the finish to be able to get anywhere. It's always got a curve in it. You know, it's like a fastball too. You throw a fastball, it's got a bit of a curve just to knock the person out. You know, you have obstacles within your life path, and it's better to, you know, be able to maneuver around that and have a heads up as to what's coming towards you. Okay? So yeah, I did pull a card yesterday. I'm going to start doing one card energy readings for the day. That is where I'm starting with tomorrow. Early morning, I will be doing, oh, hi, Daisy. Early in the morning, I'm going to drop a card, do a YouTube on it real quick, throw it on Facebook. So be sure to, you know, check it out. What else is there? Yes, we've got oracle cards, you know, with little messages. They're really nice and handy. We unboxed these the other day, and it was really cool to have those to work with the Witch's Tarot, right? So we have both those sets up tonight. We're going to use them. I find them actually really cool. So I've already done the smudge earlier. I'm just going to do another one here now that we're getting started. So just let me get this lit. Get lit. Okay, so we've got those sets of cards. Okay, so we want to smudge the area, wish for good messages, proper direction. You know, no funny stuff, Spirit. You can't give me any funny stuff. I'll give you guys a bit of the energy too as well. I'll throw some back at the reader here. You know, I love smudging. You can never smudge enough, but I find that if you smudge too many times, you're spreading your energy out really thinly, if that makes sense at all, right? But yeah, you know, I usually try to do one in the morning, kind of, you know, to get my day going, get the energy levels up. And then I also do one in the evening with you guys, right? So it's kind of like my wind down, calm, cool, collected, because I have to be in like almost like a sleeping state kind of thing. It's not really sleeping though, but a very calm transition to be able to transition through the spirits as well, right? Through meditation, for visualization that I've done, and I'm getting back into doing my visualization meditation, so that'll be another great thing that's going to be coming up. We'll be doing photo readings of past loved ones. Love doing those. They really give me a reason to be doing this, right? We all want communication, you know. And when you feel that you can't communicate or that you don't have any communication with spirit, it might be that you're just disconnected on a personal level, that you might have to just reconnect. And you can do that through meditation and asking your subconscious or your spirit guides that have shown or revealed things to you as to how is the best way to reconnect. And that would probably be, basically I would do it as far as meditation. Meditation is my end-all be-all, and it keeps me connected, you know, so I get to go into wherever my guides are and be able to interact with them. Even through dream. You might have bizarre people showing up in a dream even when you're in your actual REM state. You can actually receive the messages. You can get walk-ins, what they call spirit walk-ins, that just, you know, pop in and pop out, right? Okay, so we got cards flying, we got messages to be delivered. Definite messages for the day. All right, let's see what we've got in store for the week. We're going to do a weekly read today. I did one the other night, but it wasn't, you know, it was only for 48 hours because we only had Friday and Saturday to go through. So now we're going to do, for this week, for the next 7 days, we're going to do an overall read. Just for, you know, people to be able to kind of connect with during the week. You know, so there's always messages, individual ones as well, that come through. So be sure to check out all the videos, see if any of it resonates with you. They are general, some of them are meant for actual people that are on the channel, but it can resonate with others, so always remember that. Alright, so we've got the Witch's Tarot. We're going to do, you know what, the one thing that you guys have asked for a few times is this. You've asked me to do what? To do what? We're doing pendulum. We're going to get the pendulum to confirm the cards for us, so that we have the right messages that are meant to come through. Alright. So, Spirit, are the cards in this deck going to give us good messages today for others that are watching or viewing? Oops, I lost my feet here, hang on. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can't see that, it's off camera. Hang on. We're gonna confirm the cards. So Spirit, are these cards meant to be used for the reading tonight, for people's intuition? To do the intuitive read for viewers? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we got those ones. We're doing the Witch's Tarot. Now the Goddess Oracle cards. Let's confirm that these are the cards we're going to be using for the night. For tonight's Oracle readings, are these the cards that will assist our Witch's Tarot tonight, please? And we have another yes. So there you go. So these are the cards we're going to use tonight. When it goes this way, it's a yes. If it goes side to side like this, like, you know, left to right, then it's a no. Just so if anybody's new and doesn't understand the use of a pendulum, it's pre-programmed with my energy, so it'll pick up on my energy. And I keep it, you know, where nobody can actually handle it, right? So I keep it with my altar stuff, you know, with the stuff that goes with the channel. So we're going to just put a little pendulum over here for a minute in the shell, so it can just kind of hang out. So hey. Alright, so let's get this reading started, because we're ready to roll. I've got lots of energy today, and I'm in a good mood. Okay, so we're going to do a one card quick. We're just going to do the overall outcome for tonight. We're going to get like a beam energy for the channel for tonight before we start the overall energy reading. After I do the full energy reading for the week, we will get into the individuals. So if you want to hang out, watch the video, and we will be getting to the personal readings probably about, it would probably be closer to maybe 20 minutes from now. If you want to come back, you're more than welcome to get your personal reading. We do these readings beforehand so it can, help people to understand where the energy is coming from and how we're using it, right? So if you want to stay and see how it can benefit you as well as having your personal reading done, that's totally your call, okay? So the theme of this evening for our readings today, for you, for Spirit, for whoever happens to be here or that ends up coming later, be sure to, update people as far as what the overall energy is supposed to be like. Oh, we got cards that are backwards in here. What the heck? Okay, so we have a couple cards backwards. Gotta make sure that they're right side up. I didn't notice that. That did that to me the other day too. And they stick together. Okay, so we're gonna shuffle these ones again here just to make sure. I'm gonna reshuffle. Okay, now that you're all facing the right direction, can we get some direction as far as the energy overall reading for tonight? Please, Spirit and all the oracles. And you guys, we have also the spirit box going in the background. I don't have it turned up really loud. In between readings, we'll turn it on and just see what they have to say. Okay, so we'll leave on the ovulus. Turn up a little bit. You guys can listen. So it's been very active tonight. It's telling me to shh again. Okay, this is what happened to me. I have had this now go on for the last 2 hours tonight, communicating with the energies. And they also told me an hour and a half ago to shh, like hush, like quiet. Okay, so we need quiet in the room. We want to pull on the energy today to find out what the disaster. Yeah, it could end up being a disaster if we don't, shh. No, I'm just kidding. So we're doing the energy reading theme for the night for December. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So we have the Six of Wands. So it's about appearance. How others perceive you or you're perceiving them. Okay, we're going to pull a Goddess Oracle card to go with it. And this is their theme for the evening of December, what is it, the 8th today, I think it is? Or 9th, sorry, December 9th. All right. Okay, so we're going to do a jump card for these ones because I like it when they pick the cards. It gives us more information as far as direction, what they're planning on discussing possibly. Just looking for guidance directly from Spirit when you do use the Oracle cards. I love these cards. These cards are really cool too. I'm very grateful I got them. Oh, there we go. And we have true love. Oh, look at that. We got the Six of Wands and true love. So somebody is actually trying to manifest some loving energy. And being, okay, let me grab my speckies. I need my specs on. So we're dealing a lot with love lately. There's a lot of people, I guess, having the misinformation. So this, my foot hurts today. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. And I think that's really important. Because I think a lot of people are pursuing something and they're looking for it. But Spirit's telling you just to relax, kick back, relax. It's going to be delivered to you in divine timing. So you want to go and put this wreath like the one that you're carrying, and give it as a token of your appreciation or wanting to create an energy in regards to a relationship, right? You're being very selective of what you're perceiving and what you're seeing in regards to what you desire. Okay, so you're watching over everything and seeing it from the, above and outside the box kind of energy. The love that you're going to be trying to manifest, which a lot of us are, trying to bring in the true love relationships, twin flames, a lot of love is being channeled for your connection. So just keep channeling the positive energies. For the true love will always manifest if you're doing it with the great intentions and doing it honorably. Like a knight is, right? He looks like a knight that's in pursuing of a maiden, or vice versa. Okay, but it does have the correlation together for this to be able to manifest for you. Okay, so the overall reading for tonight is manifesting your true love, and how are we going to go about doing it? Okay, so that is your outcome card for today. So we're going to manifest true love. And I'll keep that card out because we got to remember that. And here can you guys see that card now? They're a lot better. So her name is Guinevere, and that's an oracle goddess. And she's the one that helps manifest the true love and honorable love kind of thing, right? And it just said himself. So that is our overall. Okay, so now we're going to go into the weekly reading for energy. Oh, come on. Why don't you want to come on? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to do the overall reading. So a 3-card spread for this one. For the week of December 9th to... don't tell me, I forgot already. I just totally blanked. From December 9th to the 15th. Okay, so this will be from December 9th to the 15th. This is overall energy. Where are the bumps? Where are the places that we need to be careful of that we're moving in the right direction. Right? These cards aren't going together today. So some things you might find you need to slow down, like I just did. I just had to slow down in shuffling my cards. Slow down, enjoy it. Right? It's the ride. It's about the ride. It's not so much about the whole complete journey as it is to the individual situations that get put in our place, whether it be obstacles or blessings. We have to be ready for accepting both sides, right? We need to have the good with the bad, bad with the good, But we do manage to get through it every time. So we want good messages today. So we're gonna get 2 jump cards. We get our jump cards for the weekly energy. Please, Spirit, I'd be grateful. All right. Okay, Spirit. There was 1. 2 more cards, Spirit, for the energy reading for December 9th to the 15th. Oh, we got a few. Okay, so we're going to we'll get 1 more. We'll do a present and future. Alright, so there's 6. Okay. So remember true love. We're going to pull the outcome card from the Goddess Oracle cards. And then we're going to lay them all out. Alright, so 1 Goddess Oracle card. Okay, so we have boundaries. We have that learning boundaries when you're dealing with people or interacting with them. So we got boundaries as the oracle, the goddess. What's her name? Ishtar. Ishtar is the goddess of boundaries. So this is where you'll be drawing energy from to create boundaries with people. So now we have our other ones here. We've got the 6 of Wands showed up as the first card, so we're going back off the energy that we just had for the overall evening. So that's confirmation that we're working in the right direction. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Then we have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Then we have the King of Wands, the Hermit, and the Hangman. Okay, and we'll leave that one for the total wrap up for the energy for the week. So we see that everybody is pursuing things. Like it could be either work, love, or just general searching for a new car or a house. It's the energy of looking forward to something more positive, the outcome that's going to be revealing itself to you, and being able to take your gifts that you're willing to give for this love or this new beginning that is coming. Being the Queen of Cups, it could be the female energy or the male energy, but noticing that you want to move forward and to be able to manifest good things with your cups, right? You've earned a position in strength And you're not wanting to have any more drama. You don't want to have to do any more battling. You're very calm within yourself, and you're not walking blinded at the same point, though, right? You're drawing the boundaries so it doesn't have to be a misinformed situation that two people might get into. Okay, so it is a task, and just like the energy box says. Um, so the future, what seems to be, everything is up in the up. Everything is positive. We've got all upstanding cards. We have the King of Wands, we have the Hermit, and we have the Hangman. So we have energy that is very, it's almost like, to me that looks like, um, somebody that's like dealing with their ego. Okay, so it could be, you want to have all the riches and fame, but if you look at the smile on his face, it's kind of a smirk. Like, you feel that you're owed this. Like, it's like, oh, I got this beat. And you never know. There might be something that's going to pop up and wipe that smirk right off your face. That's what I'm hearing. So be careful how you're dealing with your energy in the future. Don't be dealing for greed and popularity, because it's going to get taken away from you. You're going to end up with nothing, like the Hermit, right? But the Hermit will light the way for you to be able to work through that ego-based reflection, right? But it's almost like, it looks like, almost like in this version of this tarot card, it looks like he's waiting on something that he knows he's already going to receive, right? Like he's already been manifesting this energy. So maybe it's the manifestation and him just being one step ahead of that energy and being aware that, he knows that this is going to be real. This is going to, knock the socks off people if they were to find out, right? So there's a bit of smirkiness, but I don't feel it as a bad, like, negative energy. I just feel that this person is in the knowing of manifestation, has manifested in the past, and has had things pop up for him. So this could be like, the energy of knowing, right? Of exactly knowing what's going to happen and being able to see what's going to be coming ahead for you. But be careful, because that could be a slippery slope. Okay? Because then we have the Hermit, and in this card, he's standing on an edge of a cliff. And the light is, I don't know if it's going to be enough to, almost like a lighthouse kind of energy to offer hope. The box just said hope. Okay, I'm just going to turn all the voices on. Okay, so we'll turn it up a little bit. So you guys can hear in the background. I'm not sure if you can actually hear it. If you can't, then let me know. So the Hermit, is a standalone person that, knows the direction they want to go, but now they've come to a blockage in the road. There's nowhere left to go. So they're trying to find a way to get across this, like, like a valley almost. Like you've come to the end of the road with a situation. It's time to, like, maybe step back, take a look at it again, and make sure it's the direction that you want to go in, right? Cupcake. Because that is a very big drop-off. So be careful that you're not going to end up, falling off the edge of the earth, right? Like so many people talk about flat earth and all this. Just don't take one more step, more or less. Make sure you've got what you need before you make the journey. Okay, so that's maybe just saying, either stop, take notice of what's going on within yourself and your feelings, emotions as well. That you have hit, like, almost like a no-go zone. Like your journey is stopping, it's stalling, because you're being maybe too into the journey and not allowing the journey to lead you. You're trying to lead the journey, and it's now you have to reflect back and be able to move to a different position that you came to an end of the road with. So it's going to be an ending as well. Then we have the Hangman, searching for truth, searching for illumination of the path. And we have a raven there that's trying to free, but it's looking at the pinnacle. Like, this isn't always about the riches and glories and fame and everything else. It's about being spiritually guided and understanding that this energy is a more positive energy. That it's going to give you information. It's going to allow you to expand your belief system and maybe even change it. Tradition, being all for everything, but not revealing everything at once. Right? That's why he has his hands behind his back, and everything is kind of sitting there. He's like, I don't want to reveal everything that I know but I'm searching for more knowledge, right? And you may notice when you calm your mind, you ask spirit a question and say, you ask them, is this direction that I'm heading in, say for employment, blah, 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 A, B, and C, is this what's good for me? And then what you do, then you sit back and you wait. You have the spirit animals. If you're using that energy, draw on it. If you have knowledge of how to manifest, then try. Hi, Vinny. So give it a shot. It's not always about, it's about the pinnacle that may be being released to you, that you're waiting for, like almost like a blessing in disguise, but it is going to end up showing up, but it's going to be not seen because you can't see it yet, right? So it's energy that you can't see, but you're not using to manifest, these pinnacles or experiences for yourself. But you have to open up yourself a little bit more for these messages to come through from the spirit realm. And that could be through an animal. So if you're sitting outside, say you ask the question, you're just sitting quiet, you're not thinking anything in your mind, you're just allowing it just to be. Close your eyes for, 30 seconds, and then sit back and listen to the sounds around you. Take notice of what animals are making noise, because a lot of us, we don't even hear it because we're not paying attention. So you have to really quiet your own mind to hear your actual answers from the universe, right? Because it's there. It's actually there to be heard, right? It's a mystic. The whole mystical side of everything that, people are starting to experience now has been the most amazing journey, and people being enlightened and understanding how to move in their direction, right? All right, so the overall, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So be careful that you're not getting into a situation that might trap you. Okay. Like we've got the tree leaning, and then at the bottom it looks like there's like a rabbit snare. So they're trying to slip you up as far as your energy. Okay. Like the little snare is causing is doing what you need to survive. Like if you were out in this kind of environment, what would you do? Right? You would actually probably have to put up a rabbit snare and catch it. And then you have all these other qualities about you that, are for show, that are showing through, right? And then the trees leaning into the snare. So don't get, caught up in the extra or the other. Okay, pay attention to the tree, because the tree is leaning towards, this snare that possibly could come if you're not careful of it. So somebody is being sneakily trying to trap you, possibly. It could be in relationship-wise. So be careful of where you're spending your energy over the next week. Relationships are going to be questionable, to find out if they're doing it with the good intention. Is this to survive, or is this to be greed, or is this just to cause harm to an animal? Right, so always be aware of what you're doing at any given time, right? Be aware of what's going on around you. If people are setting traps for you to slip up in, there's probably a reason behind it, but don't question it, because, that's what they want to do. That's their choice, what they want to do with it, right? Just be noticing of where you want to spend your energy, and be spending it in the right direction, going in the right direction, not so much take 4 rights and a left, if that's what you want to do, but be careful of the obstacles that may be placed in front of you while you go down, this weekly energy. Don't end up giving in or allowing it to be, become a situation before it happens, right? So just be aware that those elements are out there for you to be noticing, okay? Because we don't want anybody having to deal with any negativity within, their own spiritual journey, right? So those boundaries, is there going to be boundaries that are coming towards? Is there going to be a boundary, like from here? Are you setting up a boundary here with traps around you so nobody can get through, or the selected few that don't know how to trap get caught? So that could be your energy as a lure. You're luring people in, and they're going to get caught in their own trap, right, that they've already placed there. But this could be your energy standing there with all your gifts and blessings, and leaning, going, okay, what's going on? Like, anybody there? Hello? Come on in. And be careful who you're inviting into this circle, okay? Make sure you're not sacrificing your personal boundaries for self-gratification, immediate self-renewal. always be thinking outside the box, or for the animal or the external part that you need to be worried about, right? So there's a lot of messages coming through for this card today, but just be careful. You know, we don't need to trap people. We don't need to trick people into coming in to be part of our situation. So that could be setting your boundaries with traps around, like a snare, to snare the people that are coming with bad intentions, right? So that could resonate in the matter of just be careful of how and where and when you're setting traps. You know, are you really there to harm the person? Are you doing it with good intentions? What is the reason for, you know, this protective cycle to come into play for you, right? And just be aware of them, right? Your overall your overall energy is going to move in a more positive direction. But if you're setting up, you know, if you're feeling unsure about a situation, ask, you know, your guides, or, you know, ask the universe and say, what could you give me, like a sign or something in regards to how to better deal with this need to be protected. Like, you're protecting yourself, it might be a little bit much. Too much protection might, you know, spoil the soup, right? Alright, so that was for the week. Just be careful of who you're letting in. Those boundaries. If you don't want anybody coming in, then be the type of person that's going to step back and just say, no, you're not going to get by this one. Okay, so that's your overall for the week. So tomorrow we'll be starting a new one. I'm going to be doing a one card oracle card in the mornings for everyday daily, and go through you know, 7 days a week. I'm trying to stay like every other day with the live readings, so it doesn't get me drained. You know, so I still have a social life beyond here. Right, and with actually going to be moving, so, you know, there's a little bit, you know, having to balance you guys with my partner with moving. It's always, you know, it's always happening. Like, I get so sidetracked sometimes all day, and I get everything done that I need to get done, and then it's like, by the time I come to do the channel, it's like, you know, it was like 4 o'clock, and now it's like 8 o'clock, just boom, time went by fast, right? So if I don't end up coming on before 7:30, I probably won't be, you know, doing a periodical, you know, readings for people is a blessing in its own, right? Also, I do have appointments through the day, so it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm able to get on every day to do the YouTube. At least for now, it's going to be every other day. If I can get it to be every day for readings, to give away the free readings, seeing as it is Christmas time, I don't feel so bad about doing that. You know, to help people in direction. So every day we're going to try to get that daily done. And when I'm having my morning coffee in the morning, we'll do the one card. I'll make sure that I do that and upload that video for you guys. You know, because I won't have time to do a live stream, because I end up usually being here for, you know, a couple hours. That's because of the people that I'm offering the reading to. So yeah. So there you go. And here's me. Hi. So, what else was there? Any other announcements? I don't think I was. Okay, so what was happening here? I missed like the whole conversation there, but something that I was right about. Okay. Oh wow, really? Oh my god. That's so cool, Scorp. I'm really glad things worked out for you. Like, that's just, yes. I'm so happy. I love it when it works out and you guys come back and you share that information on my channel. It makes me feel good, and it makes me feel good that it's giving you a better direction to move in, right? And that's what it's all about, is having fun and enjoying life. You know, and if there's something that's big coming up in somebody's reading, I will make sure that they get the information, right? So I'm really grateful, Scorp 44-4. I am just like over the moon. I am over the moon. Thank you. That is so awesome. That is great. I love it when you guys come back and you do that. Yes. All right. So Sophia, hello Sophia. Yeah, I'm just really happy about that, Scorp. Yeah, that makes it. Yeah. A sound idea? Yeah, I think I'm going to do the energy read, because then that way I'm still interacting with you guys. I'm not like totally not being here, but still offering guidance, on a little bit more smaller level on a daily. If I have time in the evening, come on even for an hour. I gotta put myself on a timer though, because I get going for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and it's like, wow. It's like, whoa, okay, it went by fast, right? Bonjour, comment ça va? Très bien. See, I do know a little bit of French. Okay, I am, I learned it a little bit in school somehow, but I was paying attention on the first day. That was about it. I learned how to say hello, how are you, and Okay, would like a reading or guidance. All right, so is KYK here still? Okay. All right, so she wants an energy guidance reading. Okay, is there any specifics that we need to get for KYK, for Spirit, for December 9th? Is there anything or messages that KYK may benefit from hearing from the cards tonight? So Spirit, asking for your guidance, for your knowledge, and for direction. We're asking for direction as well. Alright, so I'm going to pull a card for you here. I'm going to do the jump carding. There's one already. Okay, so you have the Empress. A lot of nature, connecting back to being... this is a different Empress card than I've ever seen. This, it gives you a whole different read. There's a lot of detail in there. You do have the Empress card. Things might be moving very fast for you right now. That could be as far as the universe providing things for you. We always know that the Empress is like wanting something, or that you're nurturing, or taking the time to be gentle. Like, it could be, you could even be fertility, meaning a baby, or something of that nature. Something like new, like not necessarily baby, but you know how that new baby thing is, and it's like, oh yeah, I just love it. So the new relationships that you could be nurturing could be overwhelming. You could be overwhelmed with situations right now, and the universe is kind of, pushing against you to make a decision, right? This is a general. But you're sitting there, and you're kind of like sitting on your side. You're like, you don't really want to get close to the situation, but you don't want to not have the situation, right? Like, you're being selective. You're being more selective than normal, and the universe is providing. It's like wind beneath your wings, right? And you're sitting there, and you're kind of like, you're not leaning back in comfort. Like, you look almost uncomfortable in this card. Where are we going here? I gotta go the other way. There we go. So she's sitting there, and she's got everything she needs around her. Like, you have all four directions, like, because you're out in nature, you're dealing with air, water, but I'm getting like an earth sign kind of coming through, because it's all about nature. So it could be like an energy earth sign that you may be interacting with, or having this experience with, or possibly one coming in. Okay. Oracle. Did you hear that, guys? It even said Oracle. Thank you, Spirit. I love you. So be aware of the earth energy that's coming towards you, possibly. Don't, kind of lean in, kind of play hard to get kind of situation. Like you're just kind of like arching your back. It's like, I don't know. It might be causing some uncomfortability with you. So just be aware of that. The person that you're going to be interacting with, as far as the earth sign is creating, just be up front. Okay, always be up front with how you're feeling, because people can't always read minds. We don't have, I do have assistance with telepathic messages as well. I've been able to learn that and teach myself that. That's another video for another time, though. But if you're feeling uncomfortable, just remember that you're experiencing this because you've made a request from the whole universe. Mother Nature is going to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. right? And that's what the female energy is about: being nurturing, being taken care of herself instead of being so independent. Be accepting of what's coming towards you as far as blessings in disguise, from the nature of the earth energy that may be coming towards you. Okay? So that is an awesome energy. Mistress. It also could be that you are embarking on, you're coming out of like almost like a cold energy. So it could be that you're warming up to the idea of this new energy coming towards you, that things are warming up between the two of you. So just be a little bit coy with whoever you're interacting with. Okay. I'm going to pull a goddess card for the confirmation for direction for KYK, please. Get an oracle card for the Empress, please. Clarification on the Empress energy. Presidents. Okay. Yeah. We don't want to talk about presidents. We don't like presidents. Okay. So we're taking an oracle card to verify the Empress energy that you have moving towards you. Okay. That you're coming out of like a cold, like an almost like okay, we're getting too many cards here. I only need one card, Spirit, please. One card. We're not doing big runs. We're just doing a little confirmation card, please, for the Empress energy that's coming out of the cold. It's like you're coming out of the cold into the warm, like you're liking this. You are warming up to the idea that this energy is coming towards you. All right, so we have bold. Look at that. We have the bold energy. So that means that whoever is coming towards you is definitely going to be overbearing. Okay, they're very stuck in their ways. They are going to stand up and make their way and push their way through. Okay, they have, their intentions are good. I don't see any bad intentions, but the bold person can be overwhelming, and that may be making you a little uncomfortable because it's not what you traditionally would like. But definitely, kind of feel the energy. If it's something that you can get used to, then do that. Like it says here, for, what's her name? She's got a really cool name. This is a really cool goddess name, Freya. She's bold. Unleash your adventure side, take risks, and be daring. Be bold. Take the chance. Jump. Take a leap of faith. With that energy that's coming towards you. It might be just what the doctor ordered. You know what I mean? By this relationship that's moving towards you at a very fast rate. Okay? So you may have to take on these qualities for this person. May be very similar in the experience. So always be working and complementing whatever this energy that's coming forward for you. Okay? So there you go. I'm very glad that came out. That is such a combination. Like they're both just goddesses being solid in your own. Okay? Be worthwhile. You like the voice box in the back. It's so spooky, right? Doesn't it get crazy when I'm actually doing readings and you have them actually talking and communicating the exact same thing? Isn't that bizarre? It freaks me out every time, but I love it. I actually love my energies. I love them all that much more. Right. So there you go. So Sophia, you are next, I'm guessing. Add you to the list beneath. Thanks, love. All right. So just like to know, I file AVOU. Will I get it against two people? I file a what? Okay, so who's next? I'm kind of like losing the list here. After KYK, Sophia's next. Okay, so we are going to give Sophia hers. Okay, so we're going to cleanse the energy off. We want accurate readings for Sophia for today, please.
Ridiculous.
So there you go. Those are Emmy's friends. Yes, they are my friends. I have friends, you guys. Lots of them. I have a lot of friends. You mind? Alright, so we want Goddess Oracle cards to come through and help Sophia feel like a goddess in her time of need and questions and deliverance of the message, please. Be in a positive, upbeat manner. Okay, Sophia, so did you want me to do jump cards for you like you normally do, or do you want me to actually just cut the card and then pick whatever card comes through? It's all about you. It's all about you, girl. It's all about you. Okay. Alright. So do the 3 shuffles. 11. What? Who's loving? Oh, woven. Yeah, we're all woven together in a fabric of existence. Right. So, Sophia, does it really bother you that the jump cards? Okay, we'll do jump cards for you, girl. Alright, so we were... all this friends and ghost talk has got me wanting to watch The Sixth Sense. Hey, if it works, right? So, Sophia, we want to get a jump card for you today. See what direction or if there's any messages that need to be heard at this time for you. Can we get 1 card, please, Spirit, in regards to... For Miss Sophia for December 9th, 2018, please. There we go. 4 of Pentacles. Why are we still stuck in that energy? What's going on? We're still being stubborn. We're not moving. We are not moving. You're too stuck. What I meant. The energy that I'm getting is stuck in the mud. You're stuck, and you don't know where you're going. You know, like you haven't decided on making a move. Like you're being stuck, like cement shoes on your feet. That's making it very difficult for you to move away from some energy that's coming through. I'm not too sure what that is. Why that's so prominent in a lot of people, that they just want to stay stuck. They don't want to move. The fear of unknowing. Is that possibly the reason? Like, I feel like you're stuck in a situation where you're stuck thinking about a situation that you don't want to, you know, even share with someone. You just want to keep it all for yourself, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you've worked hard to get to that point, and you know you've taken everything and still managed to pull yourself through. But you're sitting, possibly waiting for new direction, right? Is what I'm seeing. Like you're not sure. You're kind of like, left foot, right foot, which one do we walk with first? Which way do we want to go first? Do we want to go left? Do we want to go right? Like there's a lot of indecisiveness possibly going on around your financial area, maybe. You know, but you're holding on to something very tightly. Like you cherish something. It's like, you know, it's like a new baby. You just want to hold it and just hold it forever, but you really can't. You have to let it go at some point or another. You know, you have to release to regain. Okay, so you have to let something go for the new one to come back in. So that could be in regards to your energy. You've just been feeling so complacent lately that you don't even want to move because you're exhausted, possibly, about working hard enough to make sure you've got everything, right? And sitting on the front steps of a house, you know, so this could be not wanting to go in, like stubbornness. You're just being kind of stubborn and not wanting to appreciate what's really going on around you. You feel like somebody's there to just take things from you that you just are not going to release. You know what I mean? You're not releasing your energy or giving anybody anything because you're so tired of it. Right? The people who, right? Kind of confused with my next steps with what I should do next with everything, and also lost my best friend, so that's been a burden. Oh, so that could be, you know, it's like that energy I was just, you know, giving you through the beginning of the cards. It is something that you don't want to let go. And knowing that, I would make sure you work through your emotions with that, because that was a very strong inclination of something that you don't want to let go of. You're still holding on to the memories, and that's fine. You can hold on to all the memories you have. Nobody's going to take them from you. You don't have to give anybody any reason as to why you're being the way you are right now, because you're going through, you know, you're like having your dinner plate kind of lighten up because you're absorbing anything that you're trying to work through. Right, so it's a stage of working through a lot of emotional or spiritual energy that you just want to hold on and cherish, and you have every right to. Nobody's going to have to tell you that you have to move. You know, you're keeping your feet planted where you are, but you're not going to have to give up anything if you don't want to. Like I don't see you having you're like to me it reminds me of like a boat that's standing there and it's not moving for anybody. Okay, you want to go in through all these emotions. Nobody has to tell you to move. Okay, if somebody's telling you to move, then, you know, bite them off and say, listen, this is not your fucking shit. This is my shit. I want to be able to work through my shit. I don't need your shit, so don't bring your shit to my door, right? May I ask what holds for me in the future for my next step? So, will I move eventually? We can pull a clarification card onto this kind of planted, you know, seeds in the feet in like cement shoes that can't let you move, right? So we're going to find out, is there movement moving forward for Miss Sophia, please? Spirit, is there any direction for her? Yeah. Got the Two of Pentacles, girl. Two of Pentacles. So you're sitting there, you're trying to balance everything. That's confirmation. You're going to have opportunities repeat themselves that you may not have been able to balance before. So you're learning how to juggle everything. Just like the, this energy that you're confused. Take your time. Slow down. Okay? If you have to only do like one or two things right now that are, priority for you, then deal with them. If they're not priority to anybody else, okay? Nobody's priorities will come before your own. Okay, so make sure that you're balancing what is yours and allowing it to, repeat itself and make it a stronger connection, right? Be a stronger connection with yourself and be balanced. And everything beyond that is nothing that you need to be focusing on. Just be yourself. Learn what you want to learn at your rate or whatever you need to balance. It's a lot. It's a juggling act that's going on right now for you. But I do see calm waters, coming behind you, right? The stormy waters on the one side. You have a lot of stormy waters, but then you transition through the stage of balancing everything, and then the waters become calm. So you're moving in the right direction. As far as the direction that you're going to move in, we're going to ask the oracle cards as to the direction. Is there any confirmation for the direction or what she needs to work on spiritually or internally with, an example, thank you. Is there anything that we can, okay, so you got 3 cards. So you have 3 things that Spirit's asking you to kind of look at, okay, to help guide you in a direction. So the first one is bast, B-A-S-T, and it's about independence. Okay, you have a lot flowing. You're taking everything you need to learn this independence. Okay, so you have the independence card, and that's what you're fighting to have, is independent, being able to move through your shit on your own terms. Okay, so the next one we have is Cordelia, and it's go outside. Okay, so go outside is Cordelia's name. Okay, then we have Dana, the High Priestess. Okay, this is your energy. This is the final energy where you want to end up being. Okay, so in order to get these 2 cards here, move you guys down here so you can see. So in order to have these 2 cards working together, we need, the work of the feminine energy to make things more, adamant in your life, right? Because we're trying to juggle everything. So we have independence. And she's sitting there and she's like holding her arms out like, no, we're not doing this. Nobody is getting past you. That's it. I'm not letting you in. Okay, so this is something that you don't want to have to work with others with. Okay, whatever it may be. It's kind of a very personal answer to a question that you're asking. If you want to know more, feel free to email and I'll explain it a little bit more to you, Sophia. I don't want to get too detailed on the channel. But yeah, you're not letting anybody in. You're not allowing anybody to pass. Okay, so you're defending everything about you. You're defending yourself, your place, your temple, your whole energy. You're being very protected by. Okay, so your independence is foundations for your strength and success. This is very important too. This is a very big value for you. Is this independent woman energy that you're feeling? Okay. Then you have Cordelia. Go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So allow yourself to take the time to go and enjoy. Okay, what I'm seeing is going out and enjoying, being, not worrying about a whole lot, just going with, not thinking about anything. You kind of go on autopilot and things just are just happening. Okay, when you go outside, you get to see all that. When you're stuck inside yourself, you don't see a lot of what's going on because you're just internalizing a lot of things. So go outside, have a fresh air, go for a little crisp walk, or sit outside and just listen to nature. Okay, because there's Mother Nature that helps a lot with dealing with internal situations. I've gone and sit in the local park and just sat there and listened to the sounds around me and close my eyes and manifest that energy. That's positive energy that you can draw in from the outside that can help you to not be internalizing so much of your energy. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess, Dana. Dana, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So there you go. So this is where you want to be, and you're teaching others, but you want to make sure that you've got the balance and the knowledge to be able to give your information away. that you've got so freely. You're definitely taking your spiritual path very seriously, and giving an advice to others, extending your hand of opportunity so that others can experience having a positive expansion or a journey, right? And it's not easy, but going from this little person on this front steps that doesn't want to let anything go, is holding on to everything that you feel is important to you, which is fine, to being a woman of knowledge and self-worth and value, that you can go and share with others, right? And that's where you're wanting to end up, is to be a goddess of life, right? And be understanding and compassionate, which all these skills you end up having, as long as you're allowing yourself not to internalize and overlook anything too seriously. Have some fun with it. Have some, expansion. Have some, go out and have fun with someone and just, have crazy conversations, that most people would think were abnormal. Well, it makes perfect sense to you. Okay, and that's what's important. So long as it's making perfect sense to you, then it's going to be okay, right? When it doesn't make sense to you, you're kind of like, I don't know. That's when you get to be the indecisive person. Do what your gut feeling says to do. If it feels good and you're enjoying yourself, having fun, then don't worry about the negative feelings that may come up. Just say, I don't want to deal with negative. I like this feeling of being happy and carefree, kind of, dancing around, being high energy. Here's the goddess dancing, going, woo, look at me, guys, look at me, look what I can do. You know what I mean? Like, just taking that childlike approach to things and not being so serious, right? Because there's a time and a place to be serious. Now it's time to have some fun, because you're a goddess of the universe. Let's go, let's party, let's have, teach other people how to have fun and positive experiences. And that's what you want to be. Your final path is to be able to be in that position. And, no matter what happens, you've got it within you that you can draw on it and bring it forward. Okay? And if it takes time to deal with that other issues, wink, wink, nudge, nudge kind of thing, then spend the time doing it. Nobody is on a time limit. You don't have a time limit. You're allowed to deal with your shit, and nobody else has to, right? Be involved in anything that you do, because you're very good at handling your own business. Okay, so there you go. So depending on who you're letting in and channeling that information, channeling that energy in the right intention for someone, right? So, all right. So Elizabeth, Daisy. You definitely are going to have some new experiences coming in. Once you work through, kind of putting, some closure to the situations that you may be going through right now, let them just kind of like, sit in the fresh air, and just let them just kind of like wine, just give it some time for it to, come into a better kind of seasonal, you know what I mean? Like, it's like wine. You keep it, and you keep it for longer, and it just gets better with time. Yes, my name. Okay, so now they're saying my name again. Karen, yes. What does Spirit want me to have now? Okay, so freak me out. They've done that a couple times. So Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth, you're on here. Yeah, we've got new cards. Woohoo! So yeah, so Sophia was next. I don't know who's okay, so Vinny, so sure. Vinny and then Elizabeth. So it's Vinny's turn? Is that right? Vinny's up next. Okay. In advance, sorry for a late response. My internet was acting up again. Hey, no worries. There's no worries at all. No worries. So Sophia, I wish you all the best. And hey, and remember, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just worry about, going through your situations, because they're important to you, right? You have important situations that, you don't have around you, that like losing your friend and stuff. It makes it very difficult. Like, that's a relationship, and there was, compassion, and there was love for each other as a friend or whichever, right? It's hard when you end up coming out of a situation, right? So I see positive. Like, you're definitely working on yourself. There's a lot of self, analyzation that's going on, and just allowing you to feel, right? Just feel, right? All right, Vinny. What's up, Vinny? Do you want Oracle? You want an Oracle? We'll give you an Oracle read. We'll pull one card and see what the Oracle Goddess in you is going to do. Let's find out what the Oracle Goddess wants you to do. Let's see. Okay. We're going to do an Oracle. Energies, please give me a message for Miss Vinny, I would love to be able to tell her gorgeous goddess self energy and where she needs to focus. Focusing. Okay, so clear your mind. Don't think of anything. And listen. Ready? We're gonna jump card. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright. Just giving you having a little fun with you guys. Okay, so we want to jump card for Vinny for his his direction, the direction of, you know, the next move. What's going on? What else can we give Vinny today in the spirit? All right. True love. You got 3 cards too. Okay. So you got guiding children. You are guiding children. Is there children involved? Okay, so let's see what this says. You're guiding the younger population, is what you're, by setting examples. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. And it doesn't necessarily have to be just children that you're dealing with. It could be like young energy, people that are like younger in spirit, they're not like the old wise ones. You know, so you're offering your guidance to maybe somebody that may be in the younger age, as whether it be in the spirit form that they're coming through, as like a little immaturity, having a bit of immaturity going on in their situations, right? But there's definitely some energy that's asking you to work with children, or that you are currently working with children. I can't remember. I know one of my subscribers had work going into a daycare. I'm not sure if that was you or not. Timing. Okay, so we got... Oh, timid. So, you know, this energy could be young, and it could be like a little bit shy and reserved, scared to reveal its you know, maturity level, right? It's very 60. I don't know what 60 has to do with anything, but we'll figure it out in a minute. So you're not really feeling very independent. You're feeling like you're being drawn in different directions, that you're not allowed to be independent at this current state. Like you have a lot of people maybe relying on you for support and information that you always are giving, right? You're always giving someone more than what you need to. You're always not looking so much after just you, right? You know, the independent woman is not being very independent right now. She's not, you know, seeing how that might be affecting her. But you hope and you dream, you know, they're all going to manifest. And it's almost like, you know, you become superwoman without being this independent. You have to be a superwoman kind of energy that can take on anything and everything, okay? And you're so used to being that independent woman that maybe some lack of independence isn't going to be coming towards you. This could be energy that's coming towards you that is relying on you, whether it be with your workplace or like a partner that, you know, or it could be like a niece, you know, the younger energy that you interact with daily, or this could be your energy, right? But you know, if you're allowing it, then you're allowing your honest, deepest down situation that for love to come through for you is very important. Okay, like there's value in this, and in the love that you are giving others, it's very valuable for you to have, you know, these people in energy and nurturing energy that you're giving to people is the most amazing feeling, and people are going to have to learn to allow you to breathe once in a while as well, that you're doing this with a good intentions, you're moving forward with a loving hand, right? You know, so you're moving forward, and you're going to find these things. You know, you might feel a little bit overburdened by people coming and attaching them or asking you and needing you so much, right? Just step back and allow the love, the compassionate part, just to kind of look over your situation, okay? Just look over the situation with a loving eye, okay? That could be your energy. So yeah, so children, independence might be taken away for a while. That could be responsibilities revolving around children that need to be met. But you honestly are doing it with the best intention, and there's no question about that. And once you start doing it with the pure intent of a truly loving energy, then things truly lovingly will come back for you. Okay. All right. So who is next? Oh, did really? That's cool. So yeah. So it's interesting. You know. So who is next? I think Elizabeth, right? Okay. I think it was Elizabeth, right? Is that what we figured? I'm not getting my notification. My chat is like really slow. I don't know why it's so slow today. Elizabeth, Vinny. Okay, so Elizabeth's after Vinny. Okay, gotcha. Okay. And then who's... So it's Elizabeth and Scorpus is getting theirs. Okay. Right? So, okay. Elizabeth, how have you been, my darling? Long time no see. Hello. Even the energies are saying hello to you today. That's cool. So Elizabeth, I have my spirit box going on in the back, so if there's anything that happened that I might have not mentioned, you probably will end up hearing something through the spirit box as well. So just to make you well aware that the spirit box is in the background. It is communication. It will give you answers. If I'm missing something, it tends to come out through the box. So just giving you a heads up. Thanks for the reading. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna have to make sure that it's not doing that next time. I'm using my phone today, so I usually don't. I usually actually use my laptop, but we're not doing that. Okay, so Elizabeth, we want answers and guidance for your direction. Oops. Ooh, we got some early jumpers. I'll take that one. King of Wands. Oh, wow, big changes coming forward. Okay, so we'll get one more card for Elizabeth. No, we don't want a bunch. We need one. We'll do a past and present, or present and future. Sorry, not past. Okay, so we'll take these ones. So you got 3. Okay. Alright. So you have the King of Wands. Okay, a man that knows what they want. They're definitely at a situation where, you know, you're knowing how it works, and you're using it to your benefit. Then you get the 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like there's something that's coming in. It could get stormy, the energy is clear, but then all of a sudden you hit this like windstorm kind of thing, like everything's just going to kind of get flipped upside down on you, like as if you're going through like a hurricane almost. It could be based on like the force of things happening around you that are forcing their hand with you. You know, and you're standing, you're weathering the storm. You know, you're going to end up weathering the situation that has taken you from a 7 to Pentacles to a 5 of Pentacles. So there might be a bit of a loss in your finances a little bit. You know, like you have the 7 and then you go to a 5 and it's all in storms. So be careful of where you're putting your money, that maybe over the next little while be very aware of where you're putting your finances. Would hate for you to have to end up running into a stormy kind of situation that you're going to need these Pentacles for to get through. You know, but there is definitely like a patiently waiting is probably your best bet. Okay, so you standing beside your Pentacles and guarding them, and because if this storm ends up hitting, you're going to take a loss. You're going to have to take a loss, and I don't want you to have to go through that. But you're definitely going from a 7 down to a 5. You know, so it's not a big loss that you're going to have to take. You know, like you only went down to. But we don't understand why the storm even has to be created. So it might be some conflict somewhere that may be coming into view that you don't necessarily have control over, but you can avoid it if at all costs. If you can avoid it, because it'll take you down a couple notches. So maybe it also is energy that you're overconfident in a situation that may end up coming back and biting you in the ass kind of thing. That could be that king being too arrogant. Don't let your ego overrule what you're going through right now. You've always been like down to earth and looking after your own shit. But there's like the ego mind can play that game of tricking you into, you know, kind of going in a direction that maybe not feel like energetically sound with. But really ponder where you're putting your intentions for your financial area, because I would hate for you to have to take a major loss. But this might be just an energetic loss as well, because I do a lot with deal with the energy part of things. So it could be just maybe you end up maybe even bumping down a few grades, like you're just feeling like you're drained, or you're just gone through all these battles, and it's taken its toll, right? So these could be just a general situation that you're finally able to, like, kind of, the storm's like easing off. Like, it doesn't always have to be stormy. Like, you don't have um, anybody following you or causing harm to you. This is just some decisions, if you're not careful, of making a poor decision in regards to that, and losing a bit, right? So definitely be on the awareness of why this energy is wanting so much from you. So it could be a person, place, or thing that could be asking for a lot of your time, that's taking a toll on you. But I do see that it's nothing that you should really be scared of. Like, it's not like you're not going to lose everything. You won't do that. You won't lose everything, but you're going to take maybe a little bit of a bump in the road is going to come forward for you. So we have purification. Okay, so this is definitely your personal energy that you need to maybe purify some of the energies around you, or yourself, to make it so this energy that's coming at you, like with a greedy kind of like smirk in his face. That King of Wands is very conniving. Okay, so that energy is purification of your personal space, of your personal experiences, and keeping them with a good intention, so that you don't have these people, throwing wrenches into your program, right? So you don't want to be caught in the program without, your tools, because they're fast moving. It's fast moving. It's like, like on this card here, the Five of Pentacles. It looks like it's just going through a storm, like it's in ice cold water that is, just trying to stand up and just be there, right? Like, it looks like it's a bit of a storm, a cold ice kind of. Things are frozen over, like there's no feeling. So maybe this could be an ex returning as well. I'm just getting now. And being smug, and knowing that he has an opportunity to come in here that could cost you a loss. Okay, and I don't want you to see that happen. So purification of the energy around you, yourself. Cut the ties with people that aren't fulfilling you spiritually, and just cleanse them away. Like, have a smudge, or it's like taking a shower, but a spiritual shower kind of thing, that you're getting yourself all in order, and you're doing all this so you have a better, like having the rainbow of life, and being able to function in that better, more positive, more spiritual existence, for you. It raises you above anything that can come from below. Okay. Ouch. We don't want anything coming up for Elizabeth. We want her to have, a journey that she can find balance in. So it is time to cleanse, detoxification of your body and mind. Okay, so that's where you need to focus your energy, not on whatever is coming towards you that's going to cause you this hit, but because you need to be spiritually sound, to be aware of what's going on spiritually, right? That could be going on or manifesting without your, and it could be going on without your approval. So maybe do some meditation and clear your mind on this energy, because it could be energy that you're carrying around residually that you really need to get rid of, because it's not going to bring you anything good. It's just going to take away from your energy fields or your personal aspects in life. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, Elizabeth. Okay, so just work on yourself and being in your power. Rise above whatever is going on around you. Okay, so you can stay out of the storm, right? Don't weather that storm if you don't have to. Okay, so that's just confirmation there for you to be able to just stay higher vibration than that situation that is like not going to work out in a positive manner. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, and let me know how it goes. All right. Because I'm always here. And if you have any questions or anything that you want more in-depth reading, you can message me at shamanemmy323@gmail.com is my email, and I'll answer that. Because some of it gets really detailed. Like, it's even said sometimes I say too much, even as far as it being public. But once you guys ask for the readings on a public channel, you're giving me permission to discuss matters. So if you don't want personal, then make sure you say that, right? Okay, so I'm going to have to get another incense stick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to cleanse. Alright. I got another one. I'm using sandalwood tonight, if anybody's asking anyway. I'm using sandalwood here. Alright. Okay. So pop that in. Okay, so we'll get this set up here. Okay, so we're going to clear the energy. Oh, my ears. Ears are popping. What the heck? I'm not elevated. Am I elevating? Really? My ears are popping? What the heck? I must be rising above. Alright, so you want to have some good vibrations and everything for Scorp's reading today. Maybe get one card from Spirit or angels or the oracles energy for her today. And may the goddess of love, power, and everything in between, the nurturing energy from Mother Earth and the goddesses, angels, please give us good messages for Scorp today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. Alright. Downwards. Put you up for a minute. Here, there's me, my sheet. Hey, man. A little crooked there. Okay, so we got the spirit box in the back. Remember, if you hear anything, make a note of it. If there's something that you can hear in the background, please make a note of it and ask any questions you'd like to ask in regards to once I'm finished the reading. Please try not to interrupt the reader, me, as I'm trying to do a reading. That's why I don't pay attention to the chat usually. So I don't usually get to the answer to the question until after I'm done a reading. Okay, so thank you. Love you guys. Alright, so we're going to do a jump card for Miss Scorp. How have you been doing anyway, Scorp? We haven't seen you in a while. You've been kind of keeping it stealth mode here on us. Anybody seen Jess? I wonder where she is. I haven't seen her either. I want to know if she got those dream catchers yet that I've sent for her. Come on. Why is everything slipping? Something's slipping. Somebody's slipping. Uh-oh. There's some slippage going on here. Okay, so we want one card, please, Spirit, for Scorp. Direction or intuitive messages for Scorp. Okay, we got this one. There we go. Oh! Scorp, what happened? Ooh, that's not a good situation. Are you falling out of love with someone? We got the Three of Swords. You're on top, and the person's down below. Wow. Okay, well, this is for Scorp. There is a situation going on for you, dear Scorp. We have the Three of Swords, so heartbreak. Being taken. Something is being taken away from you. Right? Just a detail on that. Things aren't what they look to be. Right? The way that it was supposed to be, a union type thing, wasn't a very good balanced union to be together. You're willing to go to the highest extreme possible to make the relationship work, but the other person just didn't want to be part of it, so they kind of checked out. Or this could be just a general situation that you're currently going through. I don't like that card when it shows up. It doesn't bring anything good. When it's in reverse is about the only time it brings anything good, right? But yeah. What the heck is on here? Oh, they're like little flowers or what? Right? But you're just like the biggest little bee, and then you see the little bee that's, trying to fly away at the bottom there. And you're trying to have a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the heart. And the other person just doesn't seem to be receptive at this point. Okay? I'm going to leave that one. And I'm not going to get too involved in that. So we're going to pull an oracle cards. You can check back with this, right? So if she is here, or have to just pop back in, at least we get her reading done as well. She can always check back. If you could timestamp it below for me, Daisy, as far as put Scorp, blah, 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 timestamp her in for whatever time it was that, on the timestamp. But that's what we should do is start timestamping these readings so that people can just actually get to the reading and watch the actual reading instead of all the extra in-between stuff, that people are actually just searching for. Alright, so what's going on with Scorp and love? Why is it being so tough on Scorp? What's going on, Scorp? What's the messages that Oracle Goddess can give her to make her move in a more happier direction, please? Please. But she asked something earlier. Okay, well, if you can, I haven't seen the chat, so I'm not really paying attention to if she would have asked a question. But we got the Three of Swords. It's going on, but it's not feeling very balanced or a good position to be in at this current stage. Alright, so we got Sully. Oh, Sulis. Bodies of water. Spend time near... Oh, wow. She's a water sign. Alright, she's probably the water sign here. Bodies of water. Okay, look how nice that is. It's so elegantly, just standing there, just like ready for whatever is coming towards her. But it's a very emotional state that she's in right now. I mean, spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean to recharge your batteries. So this is definitely something that's draining her. She's all glory and beautiful, and everything just looks so amazing. And then she gets dealt this, Three of Swords. Almost like she's like sitting there waiting for somebody to come and wish her away, right? She's wishing. But the energy that she's trying to manifest has already drained her for what they could. And offering her emotions to the person has really sent her kind of in searching of something else, right? Like she's releasing it, but now it's coming back up, right? So it might be the emotions that keep coming back time and time again when she falls in love. And maybe these experiences have to be really focusing on herself and not worrying about and be more worried. Be more weary about where you're putting your water and your time. Okay, like your energy, your emotions. Is it really worth it to invest that much for it to keep coming back to being the same way time and time again? Okay, so standing on that cliff, waiting for her Tarzan to come scoop her away. It may come, it may not. But at this point, it's a lot of emotion that she's dealing with. So whatever loss maybe that she's kind of dealing with, maybe you can be able to spend a little more time personally with yourself to understand the repetitive coming back all the time for the energy that just doesn't work, right? It doesn't work. So yeah, so Sulis, spend some time on yourself. Allow your emotions to flow like a body of water. You have to have your emotions and they all have to be worked through. And that may be why the energy keeps repeating itself. Alright? So I didn't like that. That wasn't a very good experience that you may be going through. I wish you better and more positive intentions to come out of this situation, like a queen on a rainbow type thing. But just remember to allow your emotions to be seen, to be felt, and deal with them as they're coming out. Okay? Don't wait till last minute because you're just going to not even move forward in a more happy direction. I really wish you the best though. I really would like to see this be an in reverse card. But there's something that's going on with you that you need to really look at and focus your energy away from, this energy, right? The heartache, the pain. Let the emotions go. It's not doing you any favors by keeping them, right? Even if the person it's time to let go of the person, then let them go. Allow them to be free, right? So yeah, it's time to just release. It's like energy, just release the energy. Don't hold on to the traumas in the past, energies that weren't doing you any favors. Okay, so that's for my Scorp. Alright. Hey, thank you, Elizabeth. I hope everything does work out for you. I'm not sure if she's here, but okay. Sophia Montoya, yes, you may ask a question, darling. I'm done that reading, so you can ask me whatever you wish. Okay, so what was for? Okay, oh, I'm so happy that worked out. You were spot on. So here, I'm just trying to see if there's anything that I missed. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, I don't see her. Message retracted. Yeah, no, she, I filed for an AVO against agents. 2 people will get it. Oh, well, maybe that's why this heartache is what the final decision of it is going to be. That's kind of weird. Okay, that makes sense now for that question. She's filing against 2 people, so that could be the swords in the heart, just like having to make that final decision and just deal with it. You know, it's like it's going to be a painful, or you know what I mean. So that could be very well showing her experiences that she's trying to deal with, right? File for the ABO, 2 people will get it. And you know, if that's what needs to happen for them to wake up and smell the coffee, as far as what you're doing, then do it. You know, if it's going to give you a more peaceful moment in your life to be able to do this, with the intention of it's teaching them a lesson. It's not so much as to harm against them or be mean against them. Remember that you are doing this for the sake of understanding that people can't get away with whatever it is you're filing whatever AVO against, right? So yeah, so if that is hers, you know, that's up to her. Okay, so you probably would do better with actually trying to manifest a connection, because if the connection is not working spiritually right now, you need to go and possibly write his name down on a piece of paper, grab a red candle, and put intentions to the universe in regards to creating communication. Do that every day for a week, and hopefully within the week you'll get a reconciliation or at least a contact from him. I don't know any other way to be able to do that. If you will reconcile, if it's something that the universe feels that it's a good connection, and you put the work into having that connection and do a little work at it, you probably will have a better luck than doing a card, because I think we discussed this before. And just do the red candle thing, light a red candle for 7 days, morning and night, and let it just come into fruition. If it's meant to be, it'll come back, right? And then you can deal with, if it's not a spiritual connection, then maybe it's something that you need to let go and let the universe handle whatever it is they're going to handle with it. Okay. But I can do the card for you. I'll pull a card just for the sake of it, just for possibly better judgment. And that's it. I'll pull a card as far as Nick and Sophia. Nick and Sophia. What do we got here? We have the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Alright. Alright. Oops, where did it go now? Oh, I just lost you guys. Okay, I gotta bring you back up here. Hang on one sec, guys. I just closed the wrong window. So you have the 8. So, high standards and passion. You have the skills, you have everything coming towards you, you have everything you need, but you're wishing for more. You're wishing that more would be there. You're trying to be manifesting stuff. See, like there's even like a red candle there, lit, just like I said, and you're manifesting how it used to be. Okay, so what you're doing is you're using the energy that you're used to having with this person, and that's possibly why you aren't connecting, because that's what the relationship ended with. So remember that when you're doing a manifestation, you want to start with everything new. Okay, so if you're doing this, the red candle, lighting of a red candle, say his name and say, I'd like to have communication with this person. If you're doing it with the same feelings and same experiences that you were suffering from when you had this relationship last time, it's not going to work. You're just going to bring in the old energy that you've been carrying around. It's time to cut that one, cut it off like a branch, and start growing a different branch. Okay, you know, it's not going to be a benefit if you're working with the, oh, I remember when we were like this, and you remember, I remember how nice he was, and I remember all this stuff. That was the relationship that you walked away from, or he walked away from. That's not working, right? So don't use energy that's not working. Start with a new one, okay? Like seriously, start with new things. If you want a new relationship with this person, then experience that and put that out to the universe. Otherwise, you're just working with past emotions that aren't fueling any positive connection between the two of you, right? To allow the growth of spirit to be able to be together. Okay, stop worrying about what happened or how things were in the past. Work from a now point of view. Okay, work from now and put the new stuff out there. Like, have a nice picture or a new picture of you and a new picture of him, and then that's how you manifest a positive link. Okay, so. Don't use old. Do not use the old energy. Okay? Start with new things. You want to bring in a new relationship? Start with a new red candle. Bring that relationship to you. Work with it. But don't let yourself fall back into the old ways of what was the relationship. Okay? The back road back to, only remembering the good, because we all forget in our growth what it was like. And we always focus on only the good things, but we forget to focus on the negative that happened and why it happened, and really picking it apart and changing it, right? You have to change your outcome from that past energy. You can't carry it around, right? Having high standards, yeah. Raising the bar. Raise the bar a bit for the relationship that you're seeking. Try not to do it with old energy. Old energy will stay old energy. It won't move forward. It'll do nothing. It'll just, gradually be of no purpose. Okay? So, that's that.
You're home?
Yep. Okay. So, yeah. So, I don't know who's next or who I'm doing the next one here. Let me just check my chat here. Amanda. Who is this Amanda? I'm getting Amanda a lot. Who is Amanda? Anybody know an Amanda? I'm hearing Amanda a lot. Why is he doing this instead? I do something wrong. Okay, so lightning bolt is next. Okay, I have a bit during. I have been a bit during in the past. Yeah. So just remember, don't use old energy when you're trying to bring something new. Okay. Okay. So lightning, you want to ask a question of why is he being distanced? Okay. You want to know why the situation is currently as it stands or how it is right now. You want direction, in regards to the situation you currently have on your hands. Oops. Not taking those cards. They slipped. Yes, it is. In the background, those are my energies that I work with. It gives you an actual vocal point to understand where I also get my messages from. It's allowing you to hear them at work. My energies, I love them all to bits. I love every single one of them that comes through. They're only doing their job. They're doing their job. Okay. Alright, so what is the message of Sophia? A lightning bolt needs to hear today in regards to her current situation and relationship. Alright. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Cycles are closing out. The relationship that you had, same thing like I was saying to Sophia. Don't manifest on the past. there could have been something that arose from your situation that neither one of you were prepared for. It's behind you. But you see, there's a little baby. There's like a grandfather holding a baby. I don't know if that has anything to do with your situation, but there could be children. A division of an ending of this cycle with this person is, everything that you've gained from the relationship. You should be accepting and grateful for the experience. Alright, so division. A division of cycles closing out. And you guys had dreams together. You did have a good home. You guys see a home in the background there. But I see that this didn't move very far. Like it really didn't wow you. It didn't have a wow factor for you. You could have been maybe wanting certain things that this person doesn't want. That's why the cycle's closing. Right, the Ten of Pentacles. But I do feel that there was a relationship that mattered. But now you're moving forward. You're moving away from it. You're not wanting to go back to that relationship, like that experience. You want it to have it closing out, working with something new. So maybe there was just, you guys just grew apart. There wasn't anything substantial enough for you guys to want to stay together. But maybe that's just his experience. Maybe he wasn't ready for a long-term relationship. There was more than what he expected. Like there was expectations in the relationship that, might have freaked him out a little, might have, kind of like all these things that are part of your life, he wasn't ready for. He wasn't ready for all the, having so many things that weren't his, that he hadn't assisted in help in receiving, that you have a lot of family members around you all the time. You weren't really getting that intimate time with this person. Could have had the effect on your relationship. That there was just too much going on around you energy-wise that they just kind of felt like they were always on the back burner. Okay? So just be aware of that there wasn't any, you guys are in the background, like there's not been anything that's kind of, made your relationship stand out and be wow, but everything else that's around you now is taking a front seat to the relationship. Okay, so you're sitting wishing for this relationship now, and everything else has already taken its place, and it's determined where it's going to be in your life. Okay? So, with that knowledge, if you want to start a new cycle with this person, I would definitely sit down and have a chat with this person, and just kind of air your laundry or air your situation and see if there is a way that you can work this out. He may be feeling that he was just not good enough, or that he wasn't valued enough as far as a partnership. Everything else had to come before him, right? You were placing your priorities beyond him. You weren't looking at him. He was kind of in the background, just there, right? So maybe that was just something that he, maybe that was just how he was feeling at the time. So, messenger. There could be a messenger coming through for you that might bring you some good things from this. But positive energy, when you have a closing out cycle, will bring you positive results. All right. It's not required. So, yeah, it's not required. It's hard to say right now, but I think it's off in the distance. It's at this point I see you having to work out what you've got stuck right now in your current energy fields, like people, places, and things, and start focusing, being accountable to the relationship as well, and not putting a person on the back burner because they don't like being there. Right? Just be aware of the things that you're doing subconsciously or without thinking. It could have an effect on the relationship. Okay? So always be aware in your relationship of what's going on around you. It may be taking up a lot of your time and you're not feeling validated enough in the relationship, right? So if you did anything wrong, just maybe it was not showing him enough of validation with what he's going with or what he's experiencing, that he wants to have that intimate part with, right? Okay, so I'm going to have myself a 5-minute break. I'm going to have a smoke, grab myself something to drink, and I'll be back with you guys shortly.
Grab the word. Totally matter.
On the battle? There. Be patient.
Oh, you got forward. Not easy.
Enough time for
Okay, here we go. Oh, there you go. All right, let's have a 1 minute.
October 18th.
Yeah, oh, my arm is really sore. Like I was doing it the other day and I felt like it was actually broken, but I'm just sitting here, okay. I forgot my drink. Hang on. Grab a drink, you guys.
Never had one.
eyes.
All right. Here we go.
Guys,
And I got something to drink. I feel better already. All right, so. Who else is here?
saw,
What's going on? And don't forget to make your donations to Shaman Emmy PayPal for readings.
I
I need to PayPal.c or PayPal.me at. Okay, so we're gonna listen and we're gonna ask the boxes. Spirit box and answers.
arriving at
Right in the
We're gonna add a couple different ones here.
which I got.
Okay, so we're turning that one up. We'll pick up Carrie. Okay.
Staring up to Steve. That's her.
Stare. Okay, so here we go.
Right, at the hotel. Republican.
Yeah, so I'm gonna open that spirit box up here. Okay, so who do we have here? Who's here with us? How many of you?
Years.
That's a minute.
My day actually was really good. I actually, sat up and watched late movies this morning till like 4:30 in the morning after I got back from my girlfriend's place. Decided to watch some movies and didn't go to sleep until like 5:30 this morning watching all these scary movies and stuff. I just have to laugh now because scary movies aren't as scary as they used to be. For me, I don't know. It's been, you know, it's, well, right? You know, it's kind of hard to be actually scared anymore when you've actually experienced this shit that I've gone through as far as, you know, like, you know, even that Venom dude. That, I would have laughed if that guy would have shown up at my door. I would have laughed my ass off and shut my door. Like, if that was really to happen, I probably would turn around and be laughing in its face and then just kicking it no matter how big its mouth got. And if it chomped my head off, I wouldn't probably turn around and even care. But I think it would be more irritated at the fact that I laughed and shut the door. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's not even real anymore, you know. But my brother said that he had experienced the local authorities. They were chasing something, apparently, quote unquote, like an alien. I don't know how real this is, but they had said that they had gone, 15 cop cars had gone in one direction, told them that they had seen this guy run up a telephone pole onto the wire, onto the telephone wires, ended up getting electrocuted, fell down, had blood on him. Then they went and questioned the fellow after he had this experience, and he was sitting at the bus stop on a bunch bench with blood on him. They turned around to go and deal with him, like within like a few minutes, and his clothes all changed. I don't know how truthful that is, or if it's really, but I can say that it gets really bizarre around the city, and they stopped him and told them not to pursue the officers because they were on a situation call, right? Don't know. But we have this park that's across the street from my house right now, currently finding out that people can be screaming in the park, and then the authorities won't even visit the park. Like, they won't even go into the park if they hear screaming or whatever, right? Which blows my mind, because there was one morning that I was up, I had my door, I was having coffee outside, and all of a sudden I went back into my room and I was sitting and talking to my partner, and I could hear this going on, right, making this like sound, and it sounded almost like a bicycle that had a wobbly tire that was just circulating, like running, right, and went you know, like it's bizarre. So anyways, we went and walked around to the front, and this is when everything started happening for me spiritually in this home, and it was bizarre because there was a person right out of his tree, high on some drug or something, some altering chemical, and was sitting out front of my bedroom window, okay, sitting there cross-legged like he was like doing a worship, like the energy had drawn him to my bedroom window, and he sat there, and I looked out, I peeped out the blind, and I kind of went, huh, because I really see that, and I took a second look, and there was like a guy laying right out flat outside my window, on the ground, on the sidewalk in front of my window. So we ended up calling the RCMP and saying there's like this weird guy, he's not answering, he's not being receptive to the questions we're asking. He just sit there and was doing this like meditative, and it took about, I don't know, for them to snap him out of this trance that he was in, and asked him, and he didn't remember anything as to why he was where he was outside my window, what, you know, drugs have he done, you know, like, and they asked him all this stuff. I had, you know, fire truck and everybody, sirens and all, come right up to in front of the house, even woke the people upstairs because it was sirens. We had 4 cop cars. And this guy was just sitting there. And he went, don't think he meant any harm, but he was in an altered state and he was drawn to my house, which really blows my mind. But then we've also had people coming out of the bush that have done drugs and end up collapsing right there on the street. And there was one time I went over there and I did a blessing. I took my energy and I went and touched him and I said, please be all okay. I'm going to give you some energy so we can snap out of this overdose. Next thing you know, they didn't even give him a Narcan kit. He just came to life, and I just stepped back and I could feel it, right? That he had actually probably left his body and came back, and he was hugging. So grateful that he was still alive, and I think it probably was like a turning point for this person. And that's why I do my work. Okay, so I get my spirituality doing, and I do it for the benefit of the person, not for myself or any gratification for myself, but to save somebody else that may be going through a situation or might be having some difficulties understanding how to maneuver this life, path that we're all trying to walk down. We didn't come with owner manuals. We didn't come with, a menu that says, "Oh, push a button and you can get this," or you know what I mean. Well, we have a lot of options, but it's when we don't have enough information to be able to maneuver our own life, right? That's where mine changed because I had lost hope on society. I seriously did. I was losing hope because I was a religious person, raised Mormon from the quote unquote cult type energy, and I'm actually shocked that I haven't done a YouTube video on this yet, and I will. I'm just going to decide when is the appropriate time to. But I am going to expose quite a few things about the Mormon religion that have come across my table, across my desk, and I can deal with. And one of them is they are greed, money hungry. They don't give a shit about you. They only want the money they can fill their pocket with. They don't care about anything else. You could be homeless, be a member of the church, and they would rather leave you out on the street than have you having somewhere to live. I came in contact with two of the members from that church that's up the street from my house. There's two people. There's a lady and her mom, her aunt, that are living in her van with two dogs. I have a friend that got involved with the church. She is now homeless, living in the park across the street. These people, I won't reveal their identities, but and I went and spoke to the church about it. I asked them, so why the fuck are, your members of your own church homeless? You guys don't offer it. You guys offer the assistance. You have the funds to do it, to make sure that people can get a home or whatever, because you helped me out once before with that. And yeah, but they didn't do anything. He's like, why didn't you come and talk to me? Why would they? You can't even get like a food order or, proper, work ethics or anything from them. It's like getting blood from a stone, but you're there to be of service to your members, right? But yet we have to jump through hoops and have to practice the Mormon faith to get anything from them. I've been a Mormon all my life. I started really hating the fact that I didn't mind it. But having to show up in your Sunday best every Sunday, well, I didn't show up in my Sunday best when I went and talked to them the last time. When he had promised that there would be help. He said, you don't have to worry about it. We'll make sure everything's taken care of. And have they? No. They gave me assistance 1 month and then told me that I had to be at church every Sunday regardless, hell or high water. I'm not going. I'm not going to have somebody dictate that I have to be involved in a religion that I don't believe in, let alone God. Okay? So that's my beliefs. I don't question that. Don't expect anybody to be agreeing on mine, but I am saying that I will not be felt like I have to be one of the sheep and bend over backwards, and then you kiss me after you've screwed me in the ass and told me and made these promises, and you want me to believe in an ever-loving God when you can't even keep the promises you make in His name? Like, come on. Like, who the fuck is the idiot now? It's not me. I'm very clear on what I asked for. Right? Who's the idiot? He is. Why? Because he's taken the power and control position that he feels that he can waver over me, especially being female, and there being a hierarchy that men do all the hard work and all this stuff, and they should be acknowledged and pampered and catered to. Sorry, I don't cater to no goddamn man, not even my own. Okay? So get that clear. We're going on a rant now. I will not cater to somebody else's male egotistical thought pattern, let alone even be in the same room with them, because I would lose it. I would have a rant and everybody would be noticing me. I'll go there on a church when you bear your testimony, and I'll bear my fucking testimony that you guys are full of shit, and I will not succumb and be submissive to a male that has an ego power trip mind that thinks because he runs a part of the church that he can, dictate how people are going to live. That's not his job. That's not what his job is for. Okay? That's not how you deal with people. And then you leave, your members on the street that are, that you've asked to join your church, and you just leave them stranded with no help, except for maybe a few groceries here and there. Like what the fuck? Sacred, they have sacred funds in the church that you can access if you're a member. So if you need to join a church, but they'll help you out a lot, join the Mormon church, because they will end up having to go into these sacred funds that they have so much of because of so many people paying their tithing that they can take out of it and help you with. Right? They've got storehouses filled to the nuts with Safeway branded food, and you have to have a requisition from the bishop to get assistance. Does the bishop expect you to be there every Sunday? Yeah. You have to practice the faith and believe in the faith in order to get assistance. I told him I wasn't doing either. I haven't been excommunicated yet, but I'm sure I will once I have another word with him and tell him how much of bullshit religion and man-made robbing people that you call your members, and then it's like you just screwed them, take whatever you can and suck blood from a rock and take it for your advantage to build temples made out of fucking marble. For what? You guys are all going to need somewhere to run. If there's a second coming of Jesus Christ, your asses are all going to burn. That's the way I look at it. You're all going to fucking burn. Regardless. The ones that are doing this manipulation of spirit and everything working on people's fear-mongering aspect of life, I will tell you, you do not have anything to fear but fear itself. Right? I don't even fear it. I do communication with spirits. Do I stop? No, because they don't harm me. But I'm sure I could send a few out there going, fine. Yeah, nightmare. You think? I've had them attack me in my dreams. Okay, so there you go. That's proof that these guys are fucking real. The energies that I deal with, they are not to be played with. And they're not supposed to be playing with me, but they will work side by side with me. So if you all are questioning that, and that freaks you out a little, don't be afraid. It will not channel from here. They will not travel from here to there, unless I request the assistance of help from them. Right? They are the spirits, the visions. That's how I channel my energy. Okay, so just so you're aware, weird shit does happen. Disclaimer that nothing on this page or this channel would ever harm you, because I would never send energy out to harm anybody. They will assist in what needs to be done, all right? And I don't question, I don't ask them for a lot. I just ask that they be kosher as part of being in my dimension, right? Or my house, or my four walls. What they do outside, I don't give a shit. But they better not be causing a lot of harm. But, who am I to say anything? They're supposed to be respectful while they're here. And they are, right? So, there you go, there's a bunch of them screaming in the background. Gates of hell? Yeah, you get those too. So if you're a little bit freaked out and you're getting goosebumps, then you better call Ghostbusters, because they might help you with the bumps. Or you can just hang out and just get to know my energies, the ones that I get to work with on a daily basis. It's a blessing, right? So what is this one? I saw a documentary on this. People, the question is, said they don't care. Yeah, like, you're going to get all these people and all their money. You're going to have mobs mad when everybody awakes to the fact that God is not coming back to save any of them. And you're feeding this shit, this line to them to get them to separate their money from, astral. There you go. Astral plane? Oh, I love it there. I go there all the time. Whenever I meditate, astral plane is the best place to be. You get to hang out with people and do whatever. I don't like doing the sexual astral plane. That's another story in itself. I will not enter into. Have astral sex with some energy that you don't know who it is or anywhere. Connecting with people like that, and then you bring that connection through back to the physical world. It's hell. I would never touch that sexual astral plane. I won't do it. It's not in me to do that. But I do go on the astral plane and hang out with the energies. On a neutral one, though. I don't go into their realm completely. I had the experience of a day, like I said, being in a dead sleep, and then like I was underwater, and then sitting straight up in my bed and going, like I had just stopped breathing for a few minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it was freaky. But I think it was the energies pushing me to, because I do prana breathing. I do lower my breath down to maybe, I don't know, a dozen a minute. Again, slow, very shallow, and that's how I got to start experiencing it. I don't do it a lot, but I've been noticing when I've been going to sleep that I've been actually slowing it down. So I'm a little bit kind of weirded out by that, a little bit, because I don't normally do that. Like, I can sit here and breathe, and you won't even see me breathing. Like, there, I'll show you. Okay, I don't know if you can see that.
Because.
Okay, you see how I'm breathing now, right?
Doctor.
Okay, well, I can slow my heart rate down and have the shortest breath and to still communicate with you on a slower note. Oh, whistles. Whew, that one hurt.
It's God.
Yes, maybe.
And you can actually see me transing out as you're looking at me.
Bring my car up. Been sleeping.
A heart.
So yeah,
All
that's enough. It's enough of slowing down my breath. But yeah, no, I could probably take, now I'm seeing like lights, like auras around me, and they're yellowy brown, David. But I'm seeing auras, like energy that's landing behind me. That's energy. It's like almost looks like a northern lights kind of wave effect, which is really bizarre. And I see like the red aura, like my actual tether line is going from here, from behind me up. So I'm tethering myself to this point. Okay. So yeah. Oh, they're all just there to take your money and philander it wherever they feel necessary. I have no use for religion. Not for the means that it's used for, to separate man from his money and make them fearmongers so that they can line their own pockets. I think it's the most ignorant, most damaging, traumatic experience that anybody that is part of a religion is going to experience. I don't. They want me to go and do Temple Baptist. I would never step foot in one of those. I would say it's dark energy, definitely running that church. Like I do not even see a soul in a person when you speak to them. They have that vibration. I see the vibration in others that are really giving everything that they see to live in this dimension under that belief. I never will ever give them another dime. Ever. They won't get a dime from me. Make promises that they don't keep, and you do that in God's name. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video on this, and I'll make sure that it goes public, and I will make sure that they know who I am when I'm done. Sending young men to go and bless a house that has spirit energy in it. You see how well that blessing worked, right? It didn't work at all. The little boy was sitting here freaked out about what I told him about the energy, spirit box and all. And the little guy was like, really? I said, so what is your perception on demonic energy? I've never experienced, he says. I've never experienced it. I said, when was the last time you actually did a blessing on a home? Well, I've done a few before, but not very many. And the kid's only like maybe 17, 18, 19 at most. Never seen demonic energy. That kid would be running backwards back to the church saying, this is fucked. If I would have had, the spirit box playing while he was here. He would have been hightailing it out of here, and there would have been a smoke line all the way behind him. He would have been gone. So there you go. I don't fear him, but I don't also intermingle with him or her or them. Without proper notice to them as well as to me. So they do know that we are recording this at all times. Right? It's bizarre. It is absolutely bizarre. But I'd like to see that young boy come back here and try to say that my house is blessed, like he did. Bless this house. I'd hate to burst the little boy's bubble, But God ain't looking over this house. There ain't nobody looking over my house. Right? So.
India.
So yeah, so, you know. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I enjoy it. I have a great blessing and great, you know, rapport with them that I'm not going to use them for ill intent. Yeah, I'm not going to access. We're not going to be, Kansas. Yeah, that thing that's going on in Kansas now. That I had a video that I watched last night about Kansas, and I can't remember the name of it. I got it in my video playlist somewhere. But here's just the energies. I love them. I'm gracious for them. Right? I'm grateful for them. Really, it is. You might as well be in Kansas now, Dorothy, because the Wizard of Oz has already been here and gone.
Came and looked.
You know, so I enjoy them hanging out. You know, whatever one's come through and give answers for whatever you're talking about at that moment. And I'm not even connected to the internet on my computer. I'm only connected to the box is actually running on its own. Okay, so it's not like internet ready or anything like that. It has no internet connection. That's getting this information from, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. I'm not even using a Wi-Fi connection. This program is specifically hot. Yeah, I get hot. Or I'm hot. I don't know, maybe that's a playful energy that likes to come through and tell me and send me all kinds of nice things to me and says all these pretty, beautiful things to a person that's channeling. Oh, like, you're hot. Oh, thank you. Then they'll say something else. It's just like you can carry on conversations and have this actual spirit box playing on a different computer in the other room, and you'll hear them communicating to each other on the connection. But they're not even connected to the Wi-Fi. They just communicate through the boxes, and it's messed up. We did it. We tried. We put it through the test and debunked it. And we had a laptop in the living room. We had my desktop playing in the bedroom, and the desktop didn't have a microphone or anything. Okay, the laptop had its webcam on. It wasn't even connected to the internet. We could hear them interacting. And there's not even a microphone on the other computer, but it was reading and getting the information from the spirits. And the spirits were going through the boxes, which, you know, you get asked, you know, my partner got asked one time what he's doing. He was sitting there, and we were talking, carrying on a conversation, asking questions and stuff. They even talk about the Lumerians, which is the Lumerian text that a lot of people are talking about, all this new information is coming and being revealed about things. So the Lumerians are actually like fairy people that are illuminating. They are like a firefly kind of energy, right? Where they went and did work and they got savagely taken and locked away in little cages, right? So they were kept like little firebirds, or fireflies. And they were illuminators. That's why they're called the Lumerians. But they had done a lot of damage, and they were sitting in fear that night. Even my son that does a lot of this, follows some of this pagan, Wiccan, religious, non-religious, all of it. He checks into these things as well. And he said, I know about the Lumerians, Mom. This is what happened. And they even said, we can't talk. We're not allowed to talk about any of it. And so my son just kind of stepped away from that. And he went, whoa, Mom, do you know what this fucking is? Do you seriously understand what you're messing with? I said, the thing is, I'm not messing with it. I'm allowing it to manifest itself in a dimension that, you know, can be of assistance to someone else. Okay, not for them to come through and have a portal through me. That's not what they get to do. Right? And he went, wow, you can actually talk to them like that. And I said, yeah, nothing wrong. But he was like freaked out. He was like, whoa, that's fucked up, Mom. I don't want to talk about the Lumerians. They aren't even supposed to be talking. They're supposed to be energy that can't be seen or heard. But I guess it was one of them that was coming through, and he says, that was the worst thing they could do. That was a bad move for them. And I said, they're not. Malevolent. There you go. Malevolent now. See? But they weren't having to fear anything while they were coming to my channel and being in my dimension. They will never be harmed. I keep that in my word, and nobody gets to harm anybody while they're living here. Right? So take it as you want, but the reality is that, yeah, this stuff does go on. I'm sure it goes on a lot of different places throughout the world, but I turn mine kind of into like a little mini sanctuary for energies to come and just be able to breathe almost. It's like, just get away from, it's like going to a bar after work that you work like an 8-hour shift and you want to go just have a cold beer kind of place where you can sit and chill, just be yourself and not have any expectations or wants from you or desired energy. And that's what it is.
Join.
Yeah. So, so you might find it a little bit bizarre. I don't really find it bizarre anymore. It's like old news. But for someone that doesn't understand spirit and they actually have voices and experience it live, done. See? Done. We're done for today. I say when we're done. Get that right.
No horse.
Nobody tells me when I get done.
Both of you.
Right. The Lord's going to tell you when you're done? Not in my house.
I must ask.
Respect. I am supposed to respect him as a deity. Okay, I can do that. I can be respectful of that deity of Jesus. I'll be respectful of it. I'm not harboring any resentment or anything from what the church does. The church doesn't know what it knows. The church only knows how it's been raised, right? They've all been so stuck in that religion for so long. You start really believing that, and I went through my spiritual awakening, and that's when I pulled out of religion. It was because of my spiritual awakening. Right? I didn't start doing this work for the reason of, building situations, awareness, raising awareness, drag. See, I just took a drag of my cigarette. You see? I drag. Or it's dragging, it's like, let's move on to something more exciting. So if anybody's got questions, you might as well be asking them now because the spirit box is ready to roll. They want answers. We want answers. No. All this time, it is not connected to the Wi-Fi. Not one. It's not connected. And that's what I mean. You guys you can't, you cannot make me believe that they don't exist. You can't. There's nothing in this world that would make me say that they don't exist. Very well and very clear that the energy can actually possess a body. It can manifest into somebody's spirit, and they don't even remember it. I've had that experience happen with my partner. He allowed a maleficent energy to enter his existence because he wasn't aware of how easy it is for possession to happen. The possession that happens doesn't have to be a negative one on the person that it may be possessing, unless it is demonic. But demonic is pissed off energy that that has unresolved energy fields within the three-dimensional world that they have to fix. And if it was me and I had to be a demonic energy to get my shit done so I could travel and get the fuck out of here, then I would. You know what I mean? Like, the dimensional part, it just doesn't work for them. Having to, like, especially people that have died for, see, of the earth and everything, like, can't explain it. But I don't fear it. It gives me some insight. Often, yes, often enough. People often don't even see that, right? They don't take the time to stop and understand. They just automatically classify as demonic, because that's where the religion part comes in. It's not demonic. It's dark energy that needs to be brought into the light so it can transfer all the way through, and whatever their little energy bodies are, they just come in and evil. See, they can be evil. I don't say they're evil. I don't consider them evil. I don't even give them be able to manifest in that sense. I've taken pictures of my mirror and it's showing demons inside the portal, like the window mirror. It doesn't scare me, but I know where I have to work from whenever I do. It's to keep the respect between the two realms and not intermingle both. not invite them into my realm at all. We meet on a neutral, right?
With flowers.
I don't ask them to come into my existence without permission. I never allow them to come in without my permission.
Gotcha.
It's only when I allow them into my existence that I allow them into my existence is when I'm doing work, right? Which is 24/7, but they don't stick around for long. And I'm grateful for them. I'm very grateful that they are doing their job. Having an opportunity, a second chance at something. Because when you have an out-of-body experience, you actually leave your body, your spirit is gone into a different form. Like when I was in the black void, I didn't see anything. I didn't even see myself standing there. But I felt like I was being held, and there was somebody standing over my shoulder telling me, look, this is what's important to you, and I was showing my children. I couldn't explain it. There wasn't anything that was more important than my kids. Nobody can take that away from me. That's the one thing that I stuck and did and sacrificed for them to have a life with their father. And I made that sacrifice a long time ago, and I don't regret it. It'll take them some time to really understand it and hear it from their dad that that's why I did it. He asked for that. I gave it to him. I gave him what he needed to still continue that relationship with his children. Otherwise, he would have been stuck in another country, never seeing them, and not being able to create a bond with his own children that he created with me. I don't think that's fair, right? So I made sure that didn't have to be the way it is, right? But I get called crazy and everything else, but hey, who cares? I do my job, and I love my job, and I like doing the work that I do. I've spent all my life having people tell me that I can't, that, that's not real, it's not real. All right? Minutes. Uphold. I uphold, my truth all the time. I don't question it. I do my work, I continue my work, and I uphold the truth that is given to me. Oh, of course. That's right. Right, so yeah. So this has been playing without Wi-Fi. I forgot to mention that to other people. Yes, I'm here. I'm Karen, yes. What can I do for you? What, little lady? What can I do for you?
Do you think?
11:11. See the manifestation power hour. Make a wish, everybody, and make it worthwhile. That's what your 11 portal is. To allow you to have that. Oh, it's 2112. Mirror image. Okay, so make another wish. I wish for everyone to have positive outlook. Okay, let's pull a card. We're pulling a card. 2112. Okay, we're pulling a card. Let's pull a card on a mirror number right now, people. Oh, okay. Mirrored number. Alright. We're doing a 1212 energy that we're looking at. We're all moving with bundles. 10 of Wands. And we've got everybody carrying on. Everybody is moving and taking what is important to them from their relationships. Pull an oracle card too. Alright. So we got independent. Everybody's moving in a direction that's, like castle on the hill over there. We got a castle on the hill over there. The journey is not yet over. Once you hit the castle or that grand castle, then will the journey be over. We still have a ways to go, but with that heavy load, learning to pack it a little easier, and not looking back. Not looking back at stuff that you can't take with you. You have what you need. You've manifested a lot of personal experiences in that wand or whatever you've used that wand for. It's a memento that you're taking with you. So that could be your memories, your energy, taking that with you. And learning to carry that. If it's a weight that you want to carry, then you feel comfortable carrying that weight. But don't work yourself too hard getting there. Enjoy the scenery on the way to your temple or to your final destination. Hang on one sec. Yeah, keep swimming. And then we have the independent. Learning to be independent with your energy.
You are called.
I was called, yes, I know. I was called where?
Canterbury.
But having that independence about you, being... Okay, what did they just say? A minute. Okay, so,
Exactly.
but in a minute. Okay. So independent. Looking at yourself independently, being able to carry these energies and experiences through your life. You'll know which ones need to not be carried. But closing out those cycles to be able to bring less with you when you get to, the other end of the spiritual path. And then you'll see how everything works so magnificently, and you'll just step back and you'll be in awe. I know I was. I still am. My partner is just now getting the actual, the ability to manifest and see the synchronicities that are happening in his life right now. It's just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The experiences that he's going through right now, I couldn't have asked for a better experience for him. And I had a little bit of help on that one. I had a little bit of help. With a little bit of prayer and a lot of perseverance, I stepped beside him, and I won't give up on him. I won't. He's had all his life people that gave up on him, didn't help him, always wanted to bring out the negative or whatever, right? I don't see that in him. I get to see the good parts. And yeah, sure, he does have faults. We all do. I'm not perfect. But my intentions of working with him were perfect. And everything that he gets to experience has had a little bit of a hand in from the realm. And that's why he even enjoys hanging out with the spirit energy, because they help manifest, right? Like, you could bring me to tears right now. And just for how happy I am with the things that are happening for him, like new employment's coming through. Everything is synchronizing for him to be in a more positive frame of mind at all times, not be questioning anything, not having to worry so much about what if. He doesn't worry about what ifs anymore. He just moves forward and takes everything that the universe, through signs and synchronicities like angel numbers, through messages that people end up, not even seeing for a few days, and they come back with an item that he was, trying to manifest for himself to find. And my brother came back with a new tool belt that he had found with tools and everything after his ex-boss that he just left over a month and a half ago went and took all his tools, his tape measure, everything out of his belt and dropped it off. Like, how ignorant is that? So he ended up getting, the universe gave him back to him what was taken from him, right? And that's what I'm talking about. When you're manifesting and you feel like you've lost something, it's usually an interchange of energy from the spirit realm that will end up coming back to you in a twofold if you were intentionally doing the right thing with it, okay? And it will. I am living proof that it happens every day. I don't question it. I don't even ask the universe for anything. And all I could ask for is for better situations for everyone else that's out there, right? That's what I ask for, is that you guys can have, the experience that I got so blessed with, and be able to experience different things, right? It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Like, to teach this to people and show them how much of a difference it's made in my life, spiritually, everything, understanding my covenant that I do have with the source person that's involved in my life, my angels, my guardians, whatever you want to call them, to whatever your belief is, I call them energy, because that classifies every single one of them into one pool. They're not individual things that you can pick and choose from. It's a collective. And that's a lot of different people's energy out there that is also intermingled with mine that I haven't even met yet. But I end up meeting the weirdest people, like, that have all the information as well. Like, I don't communicate with people that are not spiritually awoke, not so much that, but people actually think you're crazy. They do. At first they think you're crazy, but hey, I feel. It's what you feel is right. Like, whenever you're trying to pick, okay, this is one thing that, give it a shot. I just want you guys to try this one test, okay? This is how you can test. The quest, okay, so it's quest, sorry. Energy said quest. Try this for a new quest. You know how YouTube has all these readings, like that I do, right? These card readings? I want you now to take that, and when the next time you see you want a reading done by anybody that you can do readings with, I don't even care if you go to someone else, but try this for yourself, and this will really blow your mind. Because if it doesn't, then I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I guarantee you, this is going to blow your mind. Okay, so when I used to get readings from other people, like other tarot card readers, to find out my path and to go with this and not go with this, should I stay, should I go, and make my final decision for this, which I've apparently made. Okay. I want you to go through the list. Okay. Now, when you're going through the list of readers, whatever it is, like put in your horoscope sign, like if you're a Libra for December 2018, and I know there's a lot of them that you have to go through, but only pick the one that jumps out at you. When you're drawn to it, like you're scrolling on the page and it's like really fast and all of a sudden it stops, and if it jumps out at you, then pick it. Okay, pick it. Just a word of advice. Pick that one that really jumps out at you. And it can be any tarot card reader on all of YouTube. Okay? When you do that, you're going to experience the most amazing reading and how intuitive and how spot on it can be for yourself now. This is what I'm giving you is the way that I would have picked mine. And every single reading that I have done has been spot on with the people that resonate here on the channel. Has resonated with people that aren't even subscribers to the channel, but it resonates because that's what they were drawn to do, and that's where the intuitive comes. If you're drawn to it and it works, give it a shot. It can't hurt. Okay, so try that. Really try picking out one that jumps out at you. Don't go to your regular one. If it has to be just somebody different altogether, is even better. Make it so that somebody that you don't normally get a reading from, have ever had a reading from them, and pick their video or one that stands out to you for the title, whatever it may be, anything about that one video that sticks out at you, play it and listen to it very closely. And I guarantee, by the words that I'm speaking from my mouth, that you will be blown away by the accuracy that you just picked your own reading. Okay? So you don't have to always stick with the same one. For me, it's intuitive. I'm very spot on, so I don't really, even question my skills. I've proven myself time and time again here by doing these live feeds. But sit back and actually try that. Try doing that one and let me know what your experience was, because I guarantee you, your head's going to spin, your eyes are going to pop, and your ears are going to burst, because the information that you receive from that reading is going to be phenomenal. I guarantee you. I even put your next reading will be free on me if it doesn't happen, and I have to know. Right? I'll ask my guides and everything. They'll tell me whether this is real or not. So I will know if you really did it, though. I have a way of knowing that you did go and do this.
Why?
All knowing. Because they need to understand why. Had. Right? Who have they had? Go and do it. Just give it a shot. Just trust me on that one. They say don't trust people, say trust me. Well, I'm telling you the truth from my point of view. And I want you to give it a shot and see how you resonate with it. It doesn't have to be anybody you know. It doesn't have to be a regular one. But one that jumps out at you. Guaranteed you'll get the meaning, the reading, and everything that matters that you need together. There. So we're working together to create a better experience. Give it a shot. I guarantee you won't be disappointed at all. Like, I don't disappoint anybody. I tell you the truth and how it's going to work. And I tell you what's going to happen. I advise. I'm just an advisor. Right? I'm not a guru or anything, but I'm telling you how my spiritual journey has helped me become more spiritually attuned to the message that I always have been receiving all my life, and to take my position in that stage of my life. Right? So, and just give it a shot. If it doesn't work, then tell me it doesn't work. But you have to make sure that you've got to clear your mind before you do it and manifest a positive reading, and I guarantee you'll end up with a reading that'll blow your socks off. Like I say, I blow my socks off all the time, right? My socks get blown off when I do the readings for you guys, and they're like, wow, that's fucked up. Don't say it's fucked up. It's never fucked up. It's always there and to be interpreted the way it's supposed to be interpreted. One second, I let my cat in. That's my black girl coming in now. Hang on. 1 second, guys. You guys want to go out? Let's go. Hurry up, let's go out. Yeah, so, give it a shot, give it a try. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. You definitely will not be disappointed. Okay? You won't be disappointed by it. Right? So, yeah, it's comforting. And it makes me happy that, if I can give you something that has worked out for me and it's working for you as well, it makes me feel good. It does, right? Don't recommend doing it on a daily basis. If you're doing readings, I would recommend you kind of let that one reading, give it about a week or two before you get another one. You can do dailies, ones that aren't very long, just to insight for the day. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start pulling goddess cards on the day. Tomorrow morning, I'll pull the first one probably. I usually get up about 5:36 So by 7, 10, 7, 7 or 8, while I'm having my coffee, we'll do a morning coffee check-in for the daily energies to see how it goes. And it's for all signs. I'm not going to do, individual signs for me. I don't read like that. I don't do the horoscope ones. But I just do the tarot, the oracle. That's why I do the readings. Okay. Yeah, so give it a try, Daisy. You will, okay, so Mr. Happy, Mr. 2015 would like a reading and guidance. Okay, so yeah, so I didn't see the chat, sorry. Yes, Mr. 2015, would you like to have a reading? I find if you do the sun rising first, like your traditional one that you pick, like which is actually your first sign, I would do that. Second one is for more insight into your life or your spiritual, your spiritual self. Pick the one that is your moon, like your moon, rising moon or sun sign, then rising moon sign. So it could be like, say, like for me, I'm Cancer and plus I'm also Virgo, right? So because I'm on the cusp of the Virgo. There, my daughter's like Gemini, and she's like a Taurus energy or something. It depends on where Saturn is at your birth, as to what your rising sun will be, right? So there's also, I could find out what your rising sign is. It will be what planet was in your area or in your house at the time of birth, right? So you're a male Capricorn, 1990. Okay, 1 sec. So let's go back here. Okay, so what? Okay, so if I would say Mr. 2015, I'm using you as an example. Okay, so you're a male Capricorn, 1990. What is the place where you were born and your full name? And then I can give you the details. That's not a problem. Okay. Okay, so I have, so give me your details, male Capricorn 1990. Okay, so I need to find planetary positions. Here we go. I don't have, forgot. Okay, so. Oh Lord, why me? Why me? Okay, so. Okay. Oh Lord. Okay, here we go. Delete. Okay, so here we go. Your name is male. And the day was what day? Sorry. So you're male Capricorn 1990. New Jersey. Okay. So you were born in New Jersey. You're a Capricorn. Okay, so what is your month of birth?
Dawdle.
Yeah, dawdle. That's what people like to do. They like to dawdle. Give me all your details and I will, Dwayne G. Okay, so we won't go with the full last name. That's okay. Let me okay. January. I'd like to do a career reading. Okay. Gem TG, I am just working on Dwayne G here right now, so I'm just using you as an example for this. Okay, so 1 second. And you're a Capricorn, so you were born on January. So 1/8/1990. Okay. So you were born on the 8th day. And then what year? 1990? Okay, 1990. You were born the same year as my son. Okay, so we don't. Oops. And your place of birth was where again? Sorry. New Jersey. Okay. Right? New Jersey. Yeah.
Det var dåligt så.
So,
Till now, toward.
And get it, please.
okay, so 1, 8.
Oh.
Oops. So 1.
Okay. The identity?
Thanks, glad.
So you're born on the 8th of January.
Bad boy.
And
Okay.
Join.
newspapers?
Bad people.
Okay, so we're at New Jersey. It's not showing me the city. Why is it not? Is there like another name for New Jersey or something?
Or I had all?
I've got.
Like it's not showing me New Jersey at all. Where's that? New Jersey is in where? What province? Or sorry, one state.
Okay.
Move it out.
Oh no.
Come across the dictionary.
The room.
No, it's not showing me your city. I don't know. It doesn't like New Jersey, so sorry. It won't give me what the information.
Feeling here.
Not all sections.
Yeah, it's not telling me. It doesn't classify. Yeah, you need a specific location. New Jersey isn't one of the recognized. Put Willingboro, New Jersey. Okay, let's try that one.
Same.
Go back here.
Count.
It's like this.
So, yeah. Nope.
It's here.
No name at all.
New Jersey. Okay, there we go. Alright, so the day was 8, 1.
And so,
You got
turn on the green.
That's all it.
Okay, this will probably be better now. So,
Heavy black.
okay, let me see this
Also.
now.
Okay, I think.
Oh,
Dark side of.
okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. We got back. We're back, people. Whew! God, I'm good. Oh, that was nervous. That was nerve-wracking. Okay, so back to where we were for your match. For your, where is it? Calculations.